Why are you up?
Because I got some important shit going on here. What do you think?
Boom, the well pass.
Well,
What?
but not even that though. This is what I mean by the goofy
Hold
followers.
on, Tommy. Hold on. Let BEANZ get in. He ain't get in.
All right.
If he can hear us. Oh, what's up? Go ahead, yo.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
So this, I don't even know if this is necessarily pushed. Yeah, it is. It's pushed back because of the arguments, not because of whether or not what you're saying about the specific people are true, Courtney. They may all be lying, but the argument that they shouldn't be saying what they're saying based on the fact that they're not living it, I think is childish at best. And that's not an attack. I'm trying to think of a better word to use besides
No, it's fine. Let's go.
But because the reason why is because there's in Chicago, they used to have something called Scared Straight, where they took
Oh, that
kids
was a
to
show.
prisons and let them talk to niggas in jail who was telling them to stay out of jail while currently serving sentences. Nobody would say just because them niggas was in jail, they shouldn't be telling kids to stay out of jail.
What? That's
Well,
not the same,
wait.
Beans.
That's a
With like
different
Beans,
angle,
that's
man.
not. Hold up. That's not the same
Hold on.
because they're in
Pretty sure.
jail and they're telling
Hold
them
on.
you don't want to be there.
Hold on, Court. Let him
So,
follow.
do y'all remember when
Okay.
I was talking and I ain't say nothing?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Go ahead.
So because here's the point, right? It's the same thing that the mothers did back in the day, right? How they started pushing the narrative about getting your education, getting your own money, and this and that because they didn't want their daughters to be in the financially abused, physically abused situations that they were in. I'm saying the argument is very, very, very weak, right? Son, I need you to graduate college, but I never did. Son, I need you to stay off drugs, but I'm doing crack. That was my father. Don't do crack, but I'm gonna do it though. Right? It's the argument is weak, is what I'm saying. We could talk about the people all day long. I believe that most of these guys here, like you said, the money grab argument, to me, that's the best one. If you know things about the way that they move personally in their lives that isn't consistent with the positivity of the message, that's okay. But it's, to me, I think we gotta be more willing, to me, to make stronger arguments, because then it just sounds like we just throwing shit and hoping it sticks.
Right? Yeah, I agree with that point because I said earlier.
No.
Hold up. Let me respond to Beans because it was to me because that's that what you're saying is actually very, very weak for someone that's locked up and understands the experience of being locked up and telling kids you do not want to be here because they've experienced it. And so they're telling kids not to go to jail because they're in there and you don't know, the half of it of being here. So no, you do not want to be in here. So yes, they have a very the argument is very, very valid. I'm in here. The one thing that you do not want to do is come here because if I could change, I would have changed and not been in here. I would have been in the streets with my mom. So no, that's not valid. For me, I have a father. I have a stepdad who I call my dad. So I got two dads. So when they tell me some stuff, hey, I could have done better. You need to do this. You need to do that. As far as their situations, they're telling me because they've been through it. So it is very, very valid. What I'm telling you is that these
Courtney, right there, I don't know if you noticed, but you really just checkmated yourself, right? Because you're saying that they have the experience. By your own take, we can rewind the tape if you need to. You're saying these men are dating the single moms, the baby mamas, and all this other stuff while telling other men not to do it. That's the experience.
But they're with them.
No,
If
hold on, Courtney.
if that's
Absolutely.
the case, but what I'm saying, these men that's been with these baby mamas or whatever, they started these platforms beforehand, and they chose to be with one.
Like they're
And then
telling you
none of
not to,
them,
and they're
not a
actively
one.
courting
You won't talk to any of them saying, "Man, I messed up. I'm with this and it's wrong." They don't tell them. They don't tell you guys of their experience. None of them do. None of them will tell you that they're happy. None of them will tell you that they are well taken care of by their woman. None of them. They make sure that they don't. But you don't know because they won't tell you their life experience. They're just telling you what is money driven.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if it's so bad, then maybe you should ask them, then why don't you get out of it? Because the whole thing with the Black manosphere, it's, you choose better. Choose better. How come y'all not telling them that? If they're in such a horrible relationship and they're online talking about it, however, they won't tell you about their particular situations because they're not in that situation, then why ain't none of y'all saying choose better? Because y'all sure enough would tell the women that.
Absolutely, but we both know that when they say that to the women, they're being disingenuous, right? So that choose better is it's one of the most stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. And
it's a fuck off statement. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Absolutely. I'm glad you said it that way because that's exactly what it is. But Tommy,
I agree with you. Yeah, you got Tommy Sotomayor as a prime example.
Tommy, get in there. I want y'all to have a conversation. Yeah, I got a position.
Okay.
Pause.
So exactly what Courtney was saying is they're telling these dudes it's not if they were already in the relationship, because I explained if you're already in a relationship how that could work. So even like with the angry man situation, I said, okay, he could be married to a BM, but he knows the challenges that might have served. So his stance could be, hey, it's easier or it's better or this, that, and other, to just not choose one. Cool. The problem is when you're actively courting them while telling people how terrible it is to court them.
Amen.
That's the problem, and that's what they do. We seen what's the little nerd dude that what's blood name? The lawyer dude.
Lead attorney.
LA?
No,
I think you mean
Dennis Berlin. No, not Dennis Berlin. I'm sorry, the other guy.
Lead attorney?
No, he fell out with Fresh and Fit. Fuck.
Is he a lawyer?
He fell out with Fresh and Fit.
I think he's a lawyer. He light skinned dude.
No, MTR?
No, not MTR. No.
The guy that was doing the reviews,
making up
like the curly hair.
He was with he used to be on Fresh and Fit. Dick pause. Like he used to. I can't remember his name. He was tripping out about Kevin Samuels when Kevin Samuels died because he didn't. I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, he was pushing it so much that he hid the fact that his chick was BM.
Let me tell you. I know who you're talking about. No. He has he's married to a white woman that's a baby mama that's over 40.
He lied.
The big swole head nigga.
Yeah. No one likes
Donovan Sharp.
Donovan Sharp. There you go, Donovan.
So he lied to the people and says that her kid is like his niece. Like,
he sure
that's
did.
the type of shit we're talking about. And when you're in this space, it's a lot of people. The reason why they can be quote unquote exposed is because I came into a space where being a baby dad was so looked down upon, and being a pookie, yada yada yada. I didn't come to this motherfucker like I wasn't that. It was what it was. But these dudes will try to conform to what is supposed to be the way to try to look a certain way in this space. And we've seen it. They're the ultimate chameleons. So what you're saying, I get what you're saying, because if you want to say it's hypocrisy, yeah. But if I'm in jail and I'm experiencing the terrible shit in jail, then of course I'm going to tell people, yeah, you don't want to come here. Absolutely. And the reason why people go back, we know why, is it's a whole bunch of things. That's a whole nother debate. But It's a reason why people say, hey, if they smoking cigarettes, hey, don't do this. Even though you got lung cancer, you still smoking. Hey, don't do this, because I don't want you to go through what I went through. It's hypocritical,
Absolutely.
yeah, if you're still doing it, but it's still. I have the experience to tell you why not to do this. I can explain to you the dark side of doing this.
Hey, Beans, hold it down for me a second. I'm about to step away.
Absolutely. So what I think is happening right now is that you guys just don't like the unfortunate truth that the example still remains, right? The experience is all it takes for you to be able to say, nah, don't do this. It's not worth it. Even if you still doing it, right?
It's hypocritical.
It's not. And
it
is. We're talking about a different angle.
Well, hold on.
Go ahead.
So again, the reason why it's not is because I'll give you another example, which I know it's not going to matter. We're not trying to change each other's mind. We're just communicating, right? But just like when they have, I've seen on a bunch of podcasts where they will ask the women, right, who are offended by the notion that men shouldn't date or, court or be with women with children, right? They are offended by that notion about it being said out loud. But then when you ask them, hey, if you got a son and your son is out here, would you want your son to get with this woman that's bringing in 2-3 kids by these other guys? Or would you want your son to have his own wife, his own kids, and start his own legacy? In uniformity, they say they want their son to have his own wife, his own kids, and start his own legacy, while participating in that very kind of relationship, while being a single mother themselves and having a man in their life who is helping them take care of their children. They want the opposite for their son. So yes or no, are they hypocrites?
Well, let me respond. Let me respond to that, because I think that's different. And here's the reason why. Because when these little podcasts and people have women on there, they're our age. Our sons, our daughters are 20, 21, 15. They're young. Of course you wouldn't. But when these podcast Negroes or these podcast broads are talking about you shouldn't do it, they're speaking to 40, 50-year-old people. It's not the same. But I want my daughter, my daughter's 8, but when she's 20, do I want her dating a man with a whole lot of kids? Absolutely not. However, if my daughter is 40, am I going to say the exact same thing? No, because it's expected. Would I ever say that at my age? No, it is expected. You're dating older, so it is a timeline with this that you're not taking into play. When these people get online and talking about their kids, of course they're going to say no, because their kids, again, they're our age on here. Their kids are 20. Of course you wouldn't want a 20-year-old to date a grown man with 3 kids. Of course I wouldn't want my son to date a woman with 3 kids at 20. When they get 40 and they got 2-3 kids, well, that's expected. But no one wants to take that in, and that's it's a false fallacy for us to not recognize when you get a particular age and you're still single, then there's some things that it comes with. Children, it does. And for you to say that a man at 50 shouldn't want a woman with kids, then that's stupid. Absolutely dumb.
So this is what you're doing. In order for you to qualify the statement, you're making every listener, every viewer, every supporter, every incel, everybody has to be 50 years old, which is
That's
so
not true. Let me tell you, in the manosphere, the average age, and I can say this from my analytics and everybody else's analytics. When you look at your analytics, majority of people that are watching you are between 34 and 44. Your analytics tell you who you're speaking to. So between 34 and 44, the fact,
Fresh and Fit?
do I have the analytics to Fresh and Fit?
Absolutely.
I do not personally.
Okay, so
What I
again,
do
what I'm
know, but
saying is-
what I do know is the analytics for the manosphere, or who listens to this on average. And if you think the average person that listens to Fresh and Fit is 25 and below, you're fooling yourself.
So you see, you just did it again, right? You keep doing this in order to make your arguments. You're restricting the age group, 25 and below. Only person who's specifically naming a demographic is you, right? So I'm
Because
saying
it matters.
if we just generalize the message, right? Stop making it about age. Just generalize the message. The message is valid.
The message is not valid depending on the age. It doesn't. Context matters.
That argument.
But
I know
you
that
want to take out the context. You cannot.
Absolutely, because you can't determine that, Courtney, respectfully. You cannot just make it 50-year-olds. You can't. They're not only talking to 50-year-olds. That is so bad.
No. What I said is the average analytics in the manosphere
for the creators.
30.
All right. Hold on, Courtney. If I can, their podcast.
Mandro. No, absolutely not.
And get a better microphone.
Yeah, he in a car. His mic good. He just in a car. Real quick, let's do this. Mandro, you gotta relax. Courtney, you saying the content creators or the viewers?
I'm talking about the viewers, who people are talking to, and who people. And I can tell you how you can figure out a lot of the analytics. Means you are a content creator, because when you look at who also is watching you, they tell you the age range, they tell you the gender, and they tell you this particular group of people, women, men, age, is also viewing this. So if I have an age range, a gender, and also people that are viewing this, it's going to give you a very, very good assumption is that the age range that are watching me, the gender that's watching me, and YouTube tells me that they're also watching this. That gives you a very, very good depiction of who's watching these people.
Right.
So and it ain't 20-year-olds.
But hold on, podcast, like you do, you gotta acknowledge that. She is right.
Right about what? It's an irrelevant point.
It is
because
not.
You don't know.
No.
You don't know the analytics of the channels that you're talking about. So
I know a lot of the analytics is what I'm talking about.
No. Y'all mixing conversations up. What I'm saying, podcast, is that you do see who these people watch. You see your analytics and you see the channels that they watch the most. So she's not drawing it from nowhere. I know exactly what you mean. You're talking about keep the conversation general. Don't compartmentalize it and just talk about the points. Yes? Am I wrong? I got you. Clear.
What I'm saying is this. If I go on to my platform right now and I say men don't hit women, am I talking to guys my age because I'm that age? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, so that's my point. So she cannot definitively state who these guys are talking to. They're talking in general, and that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna make because I don't. This is what I said earlier. I don't necessarily disagree with her. I make some of the same points that she's making now. Like, hey, some people qualify for baby mamas, right? I'm not one of those guys who tell women that looks don't matter, things like that, right? Where the guys will try to tell women looks don't matter, all that type of stuff. I'm not one of those guys. I don't really push a whole bunch of the manosphere talking points. My problem is with arguments, right? Because they need to be better. They can't be this, like I said, throwing mud against the wall and hoping it sticks type of arguments. The fact of the matter is that the men in this space absolutely seem to be older, which is exactly why they are the people who need to be pushing the content. What scares me is when I'm talking to guys in their 20s and they're having the same type of conversation, the same type of rhetoric and talking points as these older guys. When I picked up my rental yesterday, It was a young guy. And I said, we was talking about something, and I was like, yeah, we'd be talking about that on my podcast. I said, it's a bunch of us, and a lot of times we get into the gender war. And he gasped, like, oh my God. He was like, yo, the dating market out here sucks. This dude is like 28 years old. You see what I'm saying? So they're living the experience right now. So they are most definitely being talked to. This is the point of saying, don't make these same decisions. Don't make these same choices just because I ain't making them. Now, what I agree with Courtney on is that they will not acknowledge that that's what they qualify for. They will not acknowledge that exactly where they are in life, what their life look like. All these guys who make it seem like they women don't ever have an attitude. All of that, I'm with her on holding all of them accountable. It's just the arguments, right? I just think we need to tailor them a little bit better so that the pushback won't be as effective. Because if I can push back on it, I think the arguments are kind of weak. Because I
don't disagree with you when it comes to that, when it comes to the arguments. Because I was literally just saying that to Dante earlier. Courtney, you understand what he's saying? You agree, or you got pushback?
I mean, I hear what he's saying. Do I necessarily agree? Again, I'm gonna, stand on business on what I said. And again, if you think that they're speaking to an audience of 20-year-olds, then that's false. They're speaking to an audience of people just like Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels' audience was 34 to 44.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're speaking to grown adults.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if we're not going to act like Kevin Samuels wasn't the one that pushed their numbers up, then that's absolutely false, because he absolutely did, and he brought his audience to them. And they're speaking to grown men.
Absolutely. And
But
you
they're
just validated
speaking
the message even more right now, because the message that they actually give is tailored to those very men, because they're telling men who are men of means, quote unquote, high value men who are building themselves up in Henrys and all this other stuff, right? That they're the ones who need to protect their seeds. And
they are not the people that Kevin Samuels spoke to, the people that Fresh and Fit are speaking to, are not high value.
That's true.
They're
if you look at the percentages in America,
it's not.
The high percentage of people in America in general aren't high value. So if that's who their audience was,
did y'all hear what I said, or are you just responding to how you feel?
No, we heard what you said. You
did, because you couldn't have heard what I said, because you're responding right now with the argument about
you don't want to concede.
No. Your argument about the audience not being high value.
It goes two ways. I get what he's saying.
No,
specifically, hold on, Scam.
I think I know what he's saying. Go ahead, podcast.
I specifically even added into that conversation, I said a Henry, right? So, and here's how we know, and you all know what a Henry is, right? The high earner, not yet rich type nigga, right?
Oh, okay.
Not rich yet nigga, right? High earner, not rich yet, right? So I spoke to that demographic as well. And here's the thing. If they're not talking to these guys, where's all the money coming from?
I'm gonna tell you, because they're not even Henrys that's in these chats.
I was gonna say even Henrys are in that category.
They're not. Henrys, high value men, are not listening to them like that, because they're working, because they have a job. These people on YouTube that can stream for 3, 4, 5 hours every single day, and they have the audience that listens to them every single day for 5 hours, they're not Henrys, because they're not working. They're not high value, because high value men ain't listening to these podcasts because they actually get women. They're not. They're talking to incels that can work at the Dollar General and be an assistant manager, but they don't have a woman. So they're able to super chat because they have nothing else to get their money to.
So
that's who these people are speaking to.
So wait a minute. So we do have, without whatchamacallit, the analytics for the shows, We might not have that, but you know what we do have? We do have income analytics, right? So when we go to age demographics and we look at
What?
the age,
You ain't got no income analytics in your YouTube.
I know. I'm saying we don't have the YouTube analytics, but we do have income analytics. We can literally pull up the analytics right now of income across this country, across race, across age, right? So we do know that specific demographics tend to make more money than other ones, right? So if you're saying that they're talking to guys that's 34 to 44 years old, those guys are absolutely making more money. And those guys are $100. When I watch the Whatever podcast, I rarely see anything under $50. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 50, 50, 100, 200, 200, 200.
That's
50,
That doesn't mean they're high value.
that's not indicative of necessarily someone that has money.
That's
There's
true.
a lot of broke people that spend $200 on Jordans. That's
Yes.
not indicative
Once
of
a
having
month.
money. It's
Not every
indicative
day.
of not under. It's not. Well,
What are we
they
talking
have a big platform, so it's not that it's one person sending them 100, 100, 100.
You
It's
do know when
indicative. It's
people
not
super chat, we
indicative
can
of
see their
that,
names, right?
and it's not the same
What are we talking
person.
about? Absolutely. Thank you for making my argument for me. Absolutely.
I'm not making your argument.
You absolutely are.
You're
So
not. You're
therefore,
not
when we see the
thinking.
super chat, no. Therefore, when we can see the super chats, so we see the consistency of the names that are always super chatting every show,
Yeah.
right? And then
You
there's
have-
a plethora of other ones that we don't see consistently, but they're also super chatting large amount of money.
It's not indicative of them having money. You can make 30 grand a year and super chat $100.
But you just said
indicative.
they're 34 to 44 years old. You said that.
And still making that. You know the average worker. The
Oh
average
my
man.
God!
You know the
Cut
average
this
man.
shit out! Somebody
Who's
say
that?
something.
Who's that?
Somebody say
Oh,
something.
no.
You niggas are getting on my goddamn marriage podcast. Go to
Why
sleep.
do you sound like that?
What's
Podcast. Go to sleep. Now, don't worry. I'm gonna get to my computer. I'll be there in a few seconds.
Why? Because it's a woman that y'all like, so I gotta dumb myself down.
Ain't nobody saying I don't know what
No,
nobody
you know, here's the thing. You're not dumbing yourself down. You're just being dumb.
That's not hold on.
You
That's
just-
not a shot at. Hold on, real quick, Courtney. That's not a shot at you. That's a shot at them. Just so you know.
No, and the thing is, no one's done podcast. No one's gonna get to dumb yourself down. Right now, you're just being dumb. Because there's no way that you don't concede this point. There's no way. There's no way you don't, unless you're just fucking lying.
What's the point?
You're not listening to understand. You're listening to win an argument.
No, do that.
I'm talking about
Do that. Do that. Yeah, do that. Go ahead, Mandro. What's the point?
Okay. You said he wants us to generalize everything, right? He wants to generalize this point. Some points can't be generalized. That's why everybody walks away from these conversations confused as fuck. You have to take in nuance of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then she brought up that point. You argued it. Then she brings up you bring the whole thing about money. She explains that. You argued it. You're here to win an argument. You're not here to grow.
It's not what she said.
Yes, she did.
That's not what she said. I think you listening.
Here's what I've been listening to.
No, you
subject at the subject at the subject at the subject. Y'all just arguing for no reason.
Bring the facts. Close the argument out there.
You're approaching this
Hold on a
from a
second.
different Bible.
Hold on.
No, I appreciate it. Shut up, Mandrill.
Let Mandro.
He's just here. He's either trolling or he's not here to listen or learn or have a conversation. He's here to just argue, and it's pointless. It's boring.
Let me say,
and it serves no purpose.
Mandrill.
Hold on, Mandrill. I just put this in the chat.
Oh no, baby, what is you doing?
I know damn well you ain't been watching it this long and ain't hit that like button.
You son of a bitch. Going right for the jugular, aren't you?
And hit the like button before we bite something.
What's going on?
Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Hit that little red button and consider becoming a member.
Why not? Why? Haven't you heard what they say about me? I'm a degenerate fucking animal.
Everything not gonna end up on the channel, man. We gonna put stuff in the back, you know, for the people that support the channel. I mean, it's okay, you know. Some people want to be freeloaders. I used to did it. Cash App, IG, link, it will be in the description. Also the email, find something you want me to react to, man, hit me up in the email. Now let's get back to the video. Appreciate you.
And I said, 30K is a lot of money to a nigga living in his mama's basement.
Shit.
And that's what you have with these men. They can't get women. They're not self-sufficient. They're not working or trying to build. That's not what they're doing.
Absolutely.
When I was going back and forth,
how do you not know that already?
What women can they got? What women can they
hold up, Bean, hold up. Stop it.
I just want to answer.
Stop. Hold up, Beans. Stop over talking everybody. Y'all, everybody is over 30 on this panel. Stop it. It's annoying. Stop over talking. I think most of us on here is content creators. Stop it. So, Courtney, finish your point. Mandrell, then Beans, please.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. It's like he's looking at someone giving $100 as if that means that they have money. No, it doesn't mean that they have money. That's not what that means. I know a whole lot of Negroes in the projects with new fresh J's. They don't know how to spend their money because that's the reason why they don't have any money. 30K a year is a lot to a 40-year-old man living in his mother's basement. And I'm telling you, these are the type of guys that's listening to Fresh and Fit. And that's it. And for us to not recognize that or understand that this is the idea of what incels are. They ain't never had a woman. They depend on their mother. That's what it is. They don't have it, but they will spend it to talk shit to a OnlyFans girl. Because that's what gets their rocks off. And I've seen it, and I know I've seen some of these, and I look and I'm like, he don't have nothing. A man with means or Henry are not super chatting no $100 to a podcast to talk shit about an OnlyFans girl because they don't care. They're working a job.
That's why I don't send no money. And I tell you I'm not going to give you any.
Well,
I agree. No. The rest of it. The thing is, my point is this. What's frustrating me so much is that everything Courtney's saying, it's nothing new. It's common knowledge. It's just beyond the surface level. These are things that you have to bring into these conversations in order to have an honest conversation. The things that Courtney is saying. And podcast is something he's arguing using only surface level thinking, and it's annoying because he's better than that. You know what I'm saying? It's annoying because he's better, or at least I thought he was. You know what I'm saying? My thing is he's arguing with Courtney against what Courtney's saying. I'm like, no, there's no argument here. She's just correct. That's all there is to it.
And which point is she correct?
Over the past 20 minutes or so that I've been listening, all of them.
Okay, which points did she make specifically?
Your time, Will.
Hold on. I want you. You're gonna go at the podcast. If we go into the question, just remember what you're saying, what he's saying, and then go ahead because y'all. I want y'all going in order. You done, Mandrell? So Beans can go.
I mean, if he wants to go, it's just like podcast. Level up, dude. This is beneath. The way you're arguing is beneath you. It's definitely beneath me because I don't even want to listen no more. I really don't. It's to the point where you nigga make my brain hurt, my ears bleed. It's kindergarten shit. And it's making and the thing is, I've had conversations with you, and I know you're a little better than this. You know better. Come on, man. I'm just wondering, are you here just entertaining, or are you honestly having a conversation? If you're to entertain, I'll leave it alone. I'll take it for what it is. But this is not an honest conversation you're having, podcast. It's not. You're trolling at best.
All right, come on.
And for everybody else to sit here and listen to this bullshit, come on, and not say nothing.
All right.
So listen, here's what it proves. I know I got it.
Go.
I got it.
Go.
So here's what it proves, Mandrill. It proves that you a sucker ass nigga, right? Because you want to come up here and you want to agree with Courtney because you like her, and it's showing.
No, I don't.
Everybody,
No, I don't.
You know what? Hold
Not
on,
like that.
Here's the thing, though, Mandrill. Here's the thing. While you were talking, I didn't say nothing. Here's the thing. While you were talking, I didn't say nothing, right? And even while you were painting narratives of me and questioning my aptitude and my intellect, I didn't say nothing. And look at you now.
Okay.
Emotional, right? Can't let me talk.
I'm not emotional.
You don't want to hear somebody paint a narrative about you, but it was supposed to be okay.
They do all the time.
Absolutely. But you didn't want to sit there. You don't want to say,
man, Joe, be stoic. Just listen. Rest of your masculinity.
So the reason why I'm laughing at you is because it's laughable. And you're giving me content, and I appreciate that because I'm going to be able to excoriate you viciously Tuesday on my show.
Excoriate. You learned a new word.
Absolutely. So be sure to tune in to be me world class Tommy B as usual, right? But here's the point. She just made a statement and said something about these men making $30,000 and living in their mother's basement. You all have not answered one question I've asked you, right? You duck. You don't want to give yes or no statements. You don't want to answer questions directly. You just want to go on your diatribes and paint your narratives, right? So I'll ask her again specifically to qualify the statement that she just made about men living in their mother's basements. What percentage of men who watch Red Pill Manosphere content live in their mother's basement? It's okay to say I don't know and I'm just speaking in hyperbole.
Let me say this. One thing I do know, and when I was going back and forth,
this is how you start off by not answering the question.
Oh no, it's not. So I need you to shut up.
Don't talk to me like that.
No, I'm gonna talk to you like that. When I was going back and forth with Fatty, a content creator. Fatty lived in his mother's basement. So a lot of times when I be talking to these people online more than you do, because I actually know these content creators more than you do. I know where they stay at. I know where they live. Majority of them live in the projects. Matter of fact, I know about you.
Is that right?
Right. I know that you are. You want to go there, and that's fine. We can.
Pay attention.
I know that you're on government assistance.
Here we go. Pay attention.
That's what it is. So stop it.
So what if it's someone you don't know?
Are we gonna act like we're lying? Like y'all are not on government assistance, living in your mama's basement or in the projects? Majority of these content creators live in the hood.
Hold on, Will.
Live in the project.
Hold on, Will.
And it's true.
I got this. Yep. You done?
And the only reason why I'm saying that because you publicly said it.
Absolutely.
That you're on government assistance.
Absolutely. So
again, that's why you guys have all day to be talking online. You have all day to be on here hours on end because you're not working. You don't have a job. The government is taking care of you.
Beans, you sure I gotta wait till after you?
Absolutely, I'm good.
God,
so listen, here's the point. So here's the point. No, I'm that is beautiful. You know, I love this. See, this is when you show when you're intellectually superior to people because they have to personally attack you, right?
It's not a personal attack.
Absolutely. See how I was quiet while you were talking, Courtney? Do the same thing.
You think it's a personal attack? It is the truth.
Courtney, thank you for saying it. So here's my question to you, world class. Earlier, did you not ask Miss Courtney, was she talking about content creators or people who viewed the material? Did you ask her that?
Yes, I did.
When she answered that question, which people did she say she was talking about?
The viewers.
Oh, so she wasn't talking about the content creators when she said they were living at home in basements with their mothers, right? So then when you ask a question that a person can't answer, which is what percent of these guys live in the basement with their mothers, and she knows she has absolutely no evidence to support that argument, let me make a personal attack on you because you're
it's not a personal attack when it's the truth.
Absolutely.
You're going to say it's a personal attack because you're ashamed.
Ashamed
of
what?
Which I would be too.
Ashamed of what?
Well, you think it's a person. When I say you're on government assistance, that's not a personal attack. It's the truth.
Wait, what kind of government assistance? What kind of government assistance am I on?
Well, you tell me you said on the
I
live.
have to tell you when you're the one who brought it into the conversation. That means you should know.
You're getting a HUD house.
HUD house.
Food stamps.
Nope, don't get food stamps, but that's okay.
Yeah, you do. So
absolutely don't get food stamps.
It's indicative of if you're on public assistance, if you're on WIC, if you're having all this, but you have a following, do you think that men of means are going to follow someone in the hood?
Absolutely. So here's the thing to answer your question, right?
And they're not.
No. I don't mean absolutely. I'm not answering your question when I say absolutely. I'm saying absolutely to the fact that I want you to believe whatever it is that you're saying. Here's the thing right here, right? So first of all, here's the thing right here.
Y'all, hold on. Hold on. Y'all two stop.
The one over talking, not me.
Y'all two stop. Both of y'all just relax. Okay. Let's go back from the beginning, right? What was your point?
Come on, you got to let me respond to that when she just
all right, go ahead. You're right. You're right. Go ahead.
Absolutely wrong.
It's not a narrative if you said it. Did you not say it? Okay, hold up. Beans, did you not tell everybody you was on government assistance?
And I was quiet.
Hold on. It's a yes or no. It's a yes,
right? So when you said something that you said that I received a specific
government assistance.
Here's what I asked you a yes or no question and you didn't give me a yes or no.
Well, then I'm
gonna hold you that now, right?
I literally just asked y'all to stop.
World class. You can't say y'all when it was my turn to talk and she's over talking me. So you can't say y'all.
Government assistance.
Don't say y'all. Address the person who's over talking and you interrupted me.
Hold up. She wants to know if you were on. It's a yes or no government assistance, but I think he answered that. To be honest.
Right.
Did he say yes or no?
What I said to you, world class.
I'm sorry. Did he say yes or no?
I asked her a yes or no question. She didn't give me a yes or no answer.
So you want to be like a woman? Is it yes or no?
Absolutely. If that's what you want to call it, I'll be that.
I'm going to try this out. I really do. In real life.
World class, but it's my turn to talk.
You are right. You are correct. Yes, you are.
All right. He's on government assistance.
There you go. So okay. So you're gonna hold her accountable or no?
Accountable for what?
For over talking me when I'm not over talking you.
Are you sad?
Right? Yeah, that's what it is. The exposing is so good. So here's the thing.
On topic.
I'm on topic.
Just go ahead.
I'm on topic. Right. So here's the thing, right? Absolutely, of course I am. So here's the thing, right? So when she said that I get government assistance, right? One of the things that she said that I get was food stamps, and I said no, I don't. And what did she say? You absolutely do. How do you know that?
All right. Well, what government assistance do you get then?
Absolutely. You don't know that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
When I ask a question,
then correct me.
That's why I'm saying I don't know.
If I said it,
I already corrected you, and the whole audience heard me correct you already.
Right. What government assistance do you want?
Information because
I'm willing to apologize.
I have to lie to you, right?
Steve, I'm willing to apologize, darling.
Darling, you don't have anything.
What government assistance are you on then?
You don't have anything to. I'm going to answer your question as soon as you stop talking.
I can't believe y'all two right now.
Absolutely. I can't believe you because you keep saying y'all too when this woman keeps interrupting me and you know that's what's happening, but you keep saying y'all.
You were literally laughing when Mandrill was you were literally laughing while Mandrill was talking. Come on.
Absolutely, but I wasn't talking. I wasn't over talking him. We heard everything he said because I was only laughing.
You have been over talking,
right?
But however, I will
I want to answer her question.
It's still a disruption.
Stop, Mandrill, fuck. Shit, nigga. She has been interrupted. You come on, man. Mandrill, fuck. Shit. Courtney, don't take the personal shot.
You even say shit like a Baltimore.
No, I'm waiting for me to get. If I was wrong, Beans, I apologize. But I know that you did say that you're on government assistance. So if it's not food stamps, then what is it?
Right. So here's the thing, right? When we talk about government assistance, right? We talk about housing, right? So what we like to do is we like to shame Black people who get Section 8 or any kind of housing assistance, right? Do you know who's the top housing assistance getters in the whole country? Anybody guess who that is?
Okay, you want to say what? I'm talking about you.
Absolutely, which was irrelevant to the conversation because the conversation wasn't about podcasts. The conversation was about content creators who facilitate red pill manosphere rhetoric to quote unquote incels who make $30,000 a year and live in a basement.
Absolutely, but you're making my
about
point.
Me because contrary to what Mandrill is saying, I was lifting your skirt and I was showing the holes in your arguments. And because he wanted to come up
no,
here
you're
and pom
actually.
pom and twerk for you, you thought that you
Well,
were
he's
actually
definitely
winning. When everybody
not.
knows that this dude just agrees with any woman, whatever they say on the
Well,
platform.
that's not necessarily true, and
Cut
it
it.
makes my.
Now you're a motherfucking lie.
Hold on, it makes my point.
No.
when
Now
I
you're a
say,
motherfucking lie.
hold on, it
You
makes
fucking
my
apologize to me.
point. It makes my point
Fucking
when I
apologize to me,
say
podcast.
these people
Liar.
online.
No.
Hold on,
Fuck you forever then, bitch.
Okay.
Oh my.
It
You
makes
can't sit here and lie on me like that.
Damn. All right. So
All right,
anyway,
it makes my
Hold on.
point when I say that these content creators are living a lie. They're telling you to do stuff and they're not living it. They're trying to give you these advice for women. However, they not even taking care of themselves. I said before, these men on here and women online for hours on end and thinking that this is something to get them a job, but they don't, and they're on government assistance. That's what I said. And anyone that follows them, if you really think a high value man, a Henry, is following someone on government assistance, you are a fool because they understand and realize the fake. Hence, that's why they're high value. Hence, that's they're a Henry because they're working. They have a job. Get the fuck offline. Get a job.
but Courtney, that's not what you said originally. Originally, the question was asked: are you talking about the content creators, or are you talking about the
I said
viewers?
that at the beginning. I don't know how long you've been listening, but I
No, I've
definitely.
been listening for quite some time, but this is how all of
Okay,
this this is
hold on.
how all of this
When I
got
got on,
started.
hold on. When I got on here, I said that these content creators are liars. That is the very first thing that I said.
And
I
the
said that they
question
are
was posed to
living
you.
a lie.
That's the truth.
And the
Well,
question
that's
was
what I said
posed
at
to
the
you.
beginning. So, we're not going to do that.
Well, we're not going to do that, but the question was brought up about the analytics. You stated that you said this was about 50-year-olds, and the question was posed: are you talking about the content creators, or are you talking about the viewers? Do you remember that question? The one that
Yeah,
you walked
absolutely.
away
And I
from?
said the viewers are following content creators, but what I'm saying is that it's a whole like in the same. They're following people that don't live a life because their viewership are not living a life. They want people to speak to them and make them feel better about the life that they've chosen. And the life that they're chosen is the same thing with as far as with content creators. It's losers. And
But
that's what I'm saying.
okay, thank you for making that very clear. But
Yes.
you cornered yourself on 2 points. The first point that you cornered yourself is that when you're talking about content creators, are you talking about targeted content creators that you specifically listen to, or are you talking about content creators that's well known and big and not just in this space but all over YouTube? That's the first point. The second reason I came up here, Mandrell, come on, bro. This is the point that I was talking about. And Beans, to hell with you because you just said everything I wanted to say because Mandrell, your ass wasn't listening. And that's why you
My
got
bad,
on
Will.
my
My bad.
But no, so that's the thing though. So are you talking about targeted content
All
creators?
you
Because
niggas
you
get on
brought
my
up Fatty.
nerves.
That's
All
cool.
of
You
it.
brought up Fatty, you brought up podcasts, personal, whatever information, whatever. But this is what I mean by when we having conversations like this, we have to step away from a personal position and perspective of biasness, either towards that content creator or the message that they're pushing. If we're going to attack the philosophy or the mindset of it, then that's one thing. But if you're going to attack one person, you can't take that anecdotal position and make it into a blanketed term for everyone else.
You want me to respond?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so it's not blanketed. I just pointed out two. But what I also said, if you were listening, is that I know a lot. I just didn't put all their names out, but I could name all of them. It's living a life and telling you guys something completely different. That's what I said.
Okay, and that's why
And
I
they're
go
right.
ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
saying, well, I know this one and two. No, I know them all that are living a life that is not what they represent online, because it's so amazing that you can get online and become someone that you are completely not.
Well,
These people are a facade. They're
Mhm.
lying.
And I
All
can
of
see
them.
to you to that point. I can see to you to that point. But the truth of the matter is just that most people who get up on these squares and they get up on TV and they get behind the camera, they turn into someone else. It's called a gimmick. A lot of people like to uphold an image, and for them to let go of that image, it would come to a loss of profit. No one wants to lose a profit. So
I agree.
for some people, like podcasts, I'm just using you because you was brought up. But podcasts come up here, he talking about how he was on Section 8 and all this, that, and the other, woo, 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 woo. And then that's ammunition that can be used against him. But other than that, did you get the message? To hell with what he went through and what position he in. And I'm saying all of this for a reason. To hell with everything that he's been through and what he's in and what position he's in right now. Did you get the message? And I think when you look at most content creators, yeah, I don't listen to most of these motherfuckers. As a person, I listen to the message to either where I can agree or disagree with it. But to build a bias just off of that perspective, that's causing a lot of negativity, because now the message that you're pushing is that all of these motherfuckers is fake. And then on top of that, to say that all of these motherfuckers is broke. A lot of these dudes, actually, they probably got money and probably ain't got shit else to do. So they just come on YouTube to talk shit. We done seen a ton of them get exposed for that same perspective. They ain't got absolutely nothing else to do. So they come on YouTube and they just talk shit. And it just happens so that people pay or support them to say the shit that they say. Because if we all just being honest, we all know content creators who say stupid or fucked up shit. And we know it sounds stupid or fucked up, but you look at their audience is going to follow them no matter what.
That's true. That's
but
irritating.
But it's the one thing that you didn't address that you should is that.
No, I don't. I can't see anybody's name.
Is a mother, so
but Buddy
that
is
means
correct.
she absolutely gets government assistance every year.
Who does?
You do.
No, I don't.
So you saying you don't file your children on your taxes?
Me and the father. Well, no, it's fine because he don't know, and I guess because he's never been with a good woman.
That's what but hold on, Courtney though. Will, you have to benefits my content.
How can your own money be government assistance?
That was my question. Is that government assistance if you're getting your taxes back?
Taxes is what I've paid into, darling.
Right. Is that government assistance?
But if you don't, apparently you don't file taxes.
The child tax credit is government assistance. Absolutely.
That's not a child tax credit.
Yes, it is.
That's not a child tax credit.
Yes, it is.
You are
no filing your children on your taxes.
Courtney, don't
and
say that, please.
tax credit are two different things. Podcast.
Yep, you're right.
Podcast. That's not accurate.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, he because he don't pay taxes apparently. So I hope y'all read.
Hold on. That's not assistance. That's them getting their money back that they paid in already. It's a credit.
It was in my child, and I'll say this: well, our child, because with him, he gets it every other year. We do it. I do it 1 year, and he does it 1 year.
That's what's up.
But that's it.
That's what's up. I know. That's
absolutely.
Yeah, that's
all right, hold up. Mandrill, you are next. And then we're going to get KG in. Will you
Mandrill, hop your ass up.
All right, well, the thing is,
wait, hold on. Huh? You next. I didn't even put you up now. You see the goddamn screen, nigga. Why are you stressing me out? It's like you want to fight me.
You're stressing me out. You've been stressing me out all day.
All right, fine. I'm glad I did. All right, I'm going to do it like Ham doing. I'm on with the $20. What's popping?
Damn.
He said, good question, Beans. Please, someone answer. So the 20-year-old is sending those super chats. Okay. Yeah, I had stepped away for a second. I didn't see this one come up. Appreciate you, Omar. I'm gonna give y'all the video after I get all the shit done. Uncle Tom, what's up, racist? Uncle Tom with the $20. He says, ma'am, you don't listen. Answer the damn question. Listen, don't be talking to Courtney like that. Okay,
no, you know I'm with the smoke, so go ahead. Pull them all up because there was one I want to address.
Uncle with the $2. He says, her comprehension skills is Jesus Christ.
Just like your face.
Oh, damn. What the
damn.
Fuck? Shit.
Your face is trash.
In the text, man.
Bang, I can do ad hominems when someone is saying that. Y'all kill me with this ad hominems.
You know we like smoke over here, man, Joe. We do that over here.
Be above it.
This is a drag channel.
I'm not.
Wait, hey, world class, just so I know.
Let me read this one because I don't know. This loser. Go ahead.
Well, Courtney, read this.
Are you still drunk fucking married men? I've never messed with a married man. And if you thought I did, then, and you're talking about JR, then ask that to Kelly.
Damn.
His girlfriend.
Oh,
Damn.
So was he married with a girlfriend? Would y'all want to come to me? No. These loser ass, that's a fake picture. I'm pretty sure it's Sugar Bum or someone that's also a loser. I've never messed with a married man. And if I did, then send that to Kelly. But you won't. Because he's never been married. You loser ass, trash ass bitch.
Damn.
We bar $20 to the mall.
I appreciate all the super chats.
I think it's safe to
what kind of shit you run over here, dog?
Hold on. So I think it's safe to assume that that's the one you wanted to address, Courtney?
It was.
Sounds like you don't like people painting narratives about you.
No. I can address it.
We got holiday.
Because I know about who I am.
I mean, it sounds like other content creators when they addressing stuff that's said about them.
Will you
see what I mean about you pointed yourself with your own point? And see now, man, Bill, now I'm on your ass, so you can go ahead and move Courtney up out of there respectfully. Come on, man, Bill, get your ass up here.
Showing intellect, Will. They're not gonna like that.
Listen.
I'm here. I ain't going nowhere yet.
Go ahead, Mandrill and Tommy next.
The thing is, she is correct about. I mean, what's his name? Will made a good point about some guy. There are some guys out there with money who do come up on these panels because they ain't got shit else to do. It's to occupy time and for other things. Because as much shit as I talk about these panels and stuff like that, they are not without utility. But that's about all they're worth, to be honest. Utility's sake, because no one's learning anything. No one teaches shit, and they just come up here to argue. No one comes up here to teach. No one comes up here to learn or get anywhere with anything. But my thing is this: Courtney did make some good points today, and I didn't. The thing is, what got to me is that the things the podcast is arguing. I'm like, he shouldn't have been. There are other things he could have argued, but the things he's arguing are not things he should have argued. I'm like, why is he taking that angle?
Which was
what the hell? Why the hell is he taking that angle?
Which was what?
Because the point that she tried to make was that
hold him accountable. What did I argue? You remember when we asked him the other question he couldn't articulate?
I know. I'm just letting him do his thing.
Let him not be able to articulate this either. It's going to be great content. Go ahead. What did I argue? What was my point?
Now, to my understanding, because I was in my car at the time. Now, to my understanding, Courtney was bringing up points where you were saying that when people sending super chats and stuff like that, right, to these content creators, and you were saying that people you can look at the super chats. Courtney was saying that people sending cheap super chats is not indicative of people with money watching this content. That was true. That's not an indicator of people with money watching this content. Another angle you could have taken is a lot of people watching Kevin Samuels' content. His content wasn't for them. So you did have a lot of broke trash ass dudes watching his content, thinking he's talking about them. That wasn't the case.
So the question was, you said about my points. Now you're just reiterating hers. I don't know if you think like
I was saying those are some things she was correct about, but it sounded like you were arguing those, and I was like, why is you arguing that?
It sounded like that because you all of are lesser mind, right? So I never disagreed.
I'm a lesser mind than you.
Absolutely. We never. I never actually disagreed with her on any of that, right? So and from the beginning, I actually told her.
What was the argument about? My thing is, what was the argument about?
So, Mandrell, do you realize how when you were talking, I didn't say anything, right? So in the beginning, I absolutely told her that I didn't necessarily disagree with her on her take. I disagree with her argument. This is why you're stupid. Because I already agreed with her on everything that she had already said. I was disagreeing with the arguments that she was presenting.
Ad hominem attacks from a child.
Right, ad hominem. Who started that? Me or you?
I didn't do it. I never called you dog.
You did. Yes, you did.
You did, man, Drill. That's why I tried to stop you, bro.
You did.
No, I didn't ad hominem attack him. When did I say that? What did I say?
You fucking came in.
I said, y'all stop this shit.
No, you came in and you was like, Beans, for real? Shut up.
Courtney, this is who you hooking your ass to.
I never go to
What'd you say, Beans?
I don't know why y'all been so
said,
petty.
this is who you hooking your wagon to? Really? Whoa.
It's not about hooking in and wagging. It's about what's real and what's not.
Okay.
Nah,
So
yeah,
listen,
she made some
earlier
good
you had
point.
asked me a question and I answered it directly, right, Courtney? I'm not even being facetious with this question. Can you tell me, even if it's just in your opinion, what percentage of men who partake in red pill manosphere content do you believe live in the basement with their mother?
What percentage?
Absolutely.
I mean, it would be a guesstimate because we can't guesstimate that off our analytics.
Absolutely.
But
okay to
what
guess.
I
I'm cool with your guess.
but what I can say is that a lot of these content creators, because they're not living their life like they're telling people, then they have a following doing the exact same thing. So who's the percentage of these content creators and their following? I'd say 70%.
70%
of people that are listening to content creators that's not living the life that they want to show on the internet, they're having the exact same following.
Now, what makes you say
not living their life?
That's rather high.
70%. I said it.
Which content
I
creators
know,
are
I know you said it, but my thing is like, what course of events led you to believe that? Like, what led you to that conclusion?
Well, and Mandrell, the answer to your question can be easily answered like this. Courtney, which content creator specifically are you speaking about?
Well, I mean, I named a couple.
She did name
But
you
go
named
ahead.
a couple, but you didn't name them all.
Well, but she don't have to.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
But that's my point, though. How can you? All right, so I'll list 4, right?
No. That's no. Don't do that. See, that's what I'm saying. We can't. Why are we trying to throw? That's her job to throw the content creators under.
I know that's her job, but she's not doing it, and Mandrell's letting her walk away from it. I'm irritated.
I asked a very detailed question.
We don't need to do that.
I asked a very detailed question. What course of events led her to the conclusion that 70% is the number that she would go with? Like, what evidence do you have, or what experience do you have to lead you to that conclusion? Like,
disagree. It sounds like he's challenging her ideas. The same thing I was doing.
No, means like stop. Like I'm grown, and what I'm saying is that these content creators that are telling y'all black women are horrible, black women they're with black women. Look at them. Baby mamas are so horrible, cool, but they're with them. I don't have to name them. You can see it. And my question is, why is no one checking them or asking them? Oh, well, baby mamas are horrible, but you with one. What does that mean? No one checks the content creators. Black women are so horrible, so is the woman that you're married to horrible?
All right. I'm sorry, I got lost in a train of thought of just all that goodness I just heard.
Washed. Like we weren't supposed to come up with something this clean. You know, like something happened.
We didn't do this because we like you. We did this because we are you.
Boom, the world class.